Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about quitting your 9 to 5 job, being your own boss, or building something that truly belongs to you? Maybe it's a product you have always believed in, or a service that solves a real problem, or maybe you just want the freedom that comes with working on your own terms. But then reality kicks in. Where do I even begin? Is my idea good enough? Do I need a lot of money to start? What if I fail? If these thoughts sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, this is where almost every entrepreneur starts, with excitement and self-doubting battling in their heads. The idea of starting a business is thrilling, but also intimidating. The internet is full of advice, much of it conflicting, and most people end up feeling more confused after researching than before. And here is what no one tells you early on. You don't need to have all the answers before you start. You just need a solid foundation, a direction, and the willingness to learn and adapt. Think about it. Every successful business out there, from your favorite local cafe to global giants like Apple or Amazon, started as a small idea. They didn't start with perfection. They started with a problem, a purpose, and a person. Someone who decided to try. This video is for that person in you. The one who wants to try, who wants to take that first step but just need a little guidance. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 4 key stages of starting a business. We are not going to talk in vague motivational quotes. This is going to be practical, step by step, and designed to make sense even if you have never taken a single business class in your life. We will begin with the finding and validating your idea. Then we will move on to building a strong foundation and a legal structure. Next we will talk about funding and planning. And finally, how to actually launch and start selling. So whether you want to build an online brand, open a physical store, or create a side hustle that could grow into something big, this is your starting point. Take a deep breath. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Let's dive in. Now that we have talked about why starting a business matters, let's get into the first real step, finding the right business idea and making sure it's actually worth pursuing. Here is the truth most people overlook. You don't need to have a revolutionary idea to start a successful business. What you need is an idea that solves a real problem for real people in a way they are willing to pay for. So, where do you start? Start with you. Ask yourself, what are you good at? What do people often ask you for help with? What problems do you constantly notice around you? What products or services frustrate you because you feel they could be better? The best ideas often come from personal experience. Maybe you have struggled with something and figured out a better solution. Maybe you noticed a need in your community or industry that no one is addressing well. Write down every idea, even if it sounds silly or small. Don't filter anything yet. You are not judging the ideas now, you are collecting them. Once you have got a list, one that feels exciting and possible to you, not perfect, just possible, now it's time to validate it. And this part is crucial. Validation means making sure that people actually want what you are planning to offer before you spend time and money building it. Here is how you do that. First one is talk to real people. Find people who would be your potential customers, not friends or family, and ask them about their needs, frustrations, and whether your idea would interest them. Don't pitch, just listen. Second, research your competition. Look at other business doing something similar. If you find competition, that's a good thing. It means there's a market. Study what they do well, and most importantly, what they don't. That's your opportunity. Third one, test it on a small scale. Before launching anything big, create a basic version of your product or service, a sample, a prototype, even a simple landing page, and see how people respond. Are they interested? Would they pay? Feedback here is gold. This step, validation, saves you from wasting time on ideas no one wants. It also gives you clarity because when people respond positively, it fuels your momentum. One more thing, don't wait for the perfect idea. It doesn't exist. What matters is whether you can offer something useful, solve a problem, or learn from your customers as you go. So, here is your action step. Choose one idea, research the market, talk to potential users, and test it even if it's small. This isn't about overnight success, it's about building something real, and that begins with a clear, validated idea. The next part, we will talk about how to turn that idea into an actual business, how to give it structure, make it official, and set the foundation of growth. Let's move forward. So now you have an idea, and even better, you have validated it. People are interested, you see potential, and you are ready to make it real. This is where most people hesitate. They think starting a business is a massive deal in legal and financial task. But the truth is, setting up a solid foundation don't have to be complicated. It just has to be smart. Let's break this down step by step. First, choose a business structure. The first decision is legal. How do you want to structure your business? There are few common types. Sole proprietorship, simple and easy to start. You are the only owner, and there is no legal separation between you and your business. Great for freelancers or small startups testing the waters. Partnership. If you are starting with someone else, this structure allows both of you to share responsibilities and profits. But it also means shared risks. Then we have Limited Liability Company (LLC). Offers protection. Your personal assets are separate from business, and it gives you flexibility. This is the most popular choice for small to mid-sized businesses. Then we have corporation. More complex, better suited for larger companies or those seeking investors. It involves more paperwork but offers more funding and tax options. If you are not sure, start simple, but talk to a local advisor or accountants for a region. Laws vary by country, and good advice in the beginning can save you a lot later. Now, second step is register your business name. Your business name is your identity. It should be simple, easy to remember, and reflect what you do. Once you have chosen a name, check if it's available, both legally and online. You will want to check your government's business registry. See if the domain name website is available. Check the social media handles if you plan to market there. Once it's clear, register your name officially. That makes it yours. Third one, apply for licenses and permits. Depending on where you live and what you sell, you may need specific permits to operate legally. These could include general business licenses, sales tax permits, health or safety licenses, online business registration. This step often sounds scarier than it is. Most of this can be done online, and your local government website usually offers guides based on your business type. Fourth step is open a business bank account. Keep your personal and business finances separate. It's cleaner, safer, and more professional. To open a business bank account, you'll typically need your business registration documents, tax ID or equivalent, proof of identity. From here, you can also think about setting up a simple accounting system. This could be software, a spreadsheet, or hiring a part-time bookkeeper, depending on your budget and goals. Fifth is think about branding, even at the beginning. Even though branding and marketing come later, start thinking now about how you want your business to feel. What's your tone, your personality, your style? This helps with everything from your logo to your website to how you talk to customers. You don't need perfection, just clarity. In summary, this step is about giving a business a real foundation. So, it's not just an idea, but something recognized, registered, and ready to grow. It may take a few days or weeks to set this up, but once it's done, you will have a legal, official, and professional presence, and that's a powerful feeling. Next, we'll talk about the fuel that keeps your business running: planning, funding, and setting goals. This is where your idea starts becoming a real operation. Let's go. Now that you have laid the foundation, you have validated your idea, structured your business legally, and set up the basics, it's time to shift gears. This is where your business moves from papers to the real world. And for that, you need three things: a plan, the right resources, and action. Let's start with the first one. First, create a simple business plan. You don't need a 50-page document, but you do need a clear, focused plan that helps you understand three things: who you are selling to, who's your ideal customer, what do they struggle with, where do they spend time, what you are offering, what product or service are you selling, what makes it different or better, how will you reach them, what channels will you use, social media, a website, word of mouth, ads, marketplaces. Even a one-page summary can give you a direction. This plan is a GPS. Without it, you are just guessing. Second, figure out your startup cost and budget. Now ask yourself, how much money do you actually need to get started? List out the essentials, things like inventory or raw materials, website or tech tools, license and legal fees, branding or packaging, marketing. Once you have listed it all, create a simple budget. Know what you can afford and be realistic. Don't aim for perfection, just functionality. Now, what if you don't have the funds? Third is exploring funding options. Depending on your business, here are a few ways to raise money. First one is self-funding or bootstrapping. Use your savings or start very small and reinvest profits. Friends and family. Borrow from trusted people who believe in you. Small business loans. Many governments or banks offer low interest loans to startups. Then we have crowdfunding. Platforms like Kickstarter or GoFundMe let you raise money from people who support your idea. Pre-orders. Launch your products and let early customers pay before production. The key is start with what you have. You don't need millions. Some of the world's biggest companies started in garages or on kitchen tables with almost nothing. 4. Build your presence and prepare for launch. Now comes the exciting part: preparing to go live. Set up your online presence, a basic website or landing page, and relevant social media accounts. Create simple branding, a clean logo, colors, and a consistent tone that reflects your values. Set up your sales system. This could be an online store, a booking form, or a payment link. Think about a customer experience. How will people find you, buy from you, contact you? Keep it easy and clear. Now fifth, launch it, even if it's not perfect. Most people get stuck here. They keep delaying, tweaking, improving, waiting for the perfect moment. But business doesn't work like that. There is no perfect moment. Launch when it's good enough. Learn from real customers. Get feedback. Improve as you go. Whether you make your first sale or not, launching is your first win. It turns your idea into reality. Celebrate it, own it, and remember, no one gets it perfect the first time. Final words. Starting a business isn't just about making money. It's about building something on your own, solving a problem, and creating a future on your terms. It will be messy, it will be challenging, but it will also be one of the most rewarding things you will ever do if you commit. So take the first step, however small, and remember, you don't need to be great to start, but you do need to start to be great.